Guys, we rehearsed this. It's Quack. Howdy, folks. Grok the DuckFarmer here, and I'm on the Feed the Beast Infinity server, and really happy to be here. It's been like forever since I've been able to do any playing on here, and I'm sitting here in my Thaumcraft gear with the goggles of sight. Ooh, I'm looking into your soul. Part of the problem had some family come by, which was loads of fun, but the big problem that I had was the server wasn't working right. Here's the issue in a short nutshell. Upgraded the server to 1.10.1 since the 1.9 was not completely recommended by Feed the Beast, and everything started crashing. Anywhere I went, other than just at spawn, boom, entire Minecraft crash. Ugh. Lots of FTPing the server files down locally so I could play with them and then back up to the server. We're talking like 10, 11 hours to transfer the files. It was not much fun, but finally got everything up and working. Several things, I won't tell you, it's all more technical stuff than you really care about, but it's working, and that makes me happy. But it means that I've not really been able to do diddly for the longest time, and when I have been able to play once I got the server up and running, because the family was around, it was like a 5 minutes here, 10 minutes there, nothing, really big that I could do or video. So I will show off one of the things I did. I swapped these around and had both of these. The arcane crafting terminal is really cool because I can do my magical crafting in there and swap armor around really cool. But if I want to see how much of something I have, see I've got 279,000 stuff of the andesite, but how much exactly? If something's going up by a few, I can't tell. But if I come into here and I take a look at my andesite, it tells me exactly how many items are stored. And I really want to know that. So that's why I have both of these crafting terminals in place. But, blah, blah, blah. Let me show you what I've done over at the Botania area. This is one of the things I did while I had a few minutes. I went ahead and increased the mana production because I needed more mana. So right now I've got 8 of these item droppers, and I switched to the hovering hourglass that Botania has, and right now I decided, whoops, I've got my magnet on, so let's turn off the magnet so I don't steal all the chicken. I used the hourglass to do my timing. I figure, hey, it's appropriate to do so. And I also put this little lever here so I can turn that on and that just locks everything, and that way I can shut things off if I need to. I've got 8 now of the Gormarillas to eat the chicken, and they each have their own dedicated mana spreader. And again, the wool covering is just so that they're similar looking. And I noticed that things were really backing up here, so, and you can see what I've done on the screen. There we go. So I went ahead and came in here and said, let's go ahead. Yeah, that one I used something to suck the mana out. It was really backing up here. These 8 were filling these up and they weren't getting pulled out fast enough, so I added some additional mana spreaders here, and now it's able to keep up. These pools are actually going down, which is much better. No changes, no changes, no changes. Here, as all these 16 spreaders are pumping into the one distributor here, these guys were backing up because the 4 below were just not fast enough to do what I needed down here. So I added an additional 4 mana spreaders, and they seem to be working here on the east-west mana pools and not so much on the north-south, but because these guys are nice to empty, and these I've looked at these and they seem to go up just a smidge. But these are now filling up very quickly. This one's full. This one's this one filled up pretty fast, considering this is what I have here, the Terror Shatterer. Let me switch right here. So the Terror Shatterer. This is a darn cool pick, and I've been sticking it in here and letting the mana just feed in. And I've upgraded it to S rank, which is very nice. And I also went down below there and enchanted it. It now has on it Silk Touch, Efficiency, and Unbreaking. I don't think the Unbreaking does a thing, but I had the book, so I went ahead and enchanted that. And to get it all the way up to the double S, which is the top tier, I need to pump a huge amount of mana in there. Last night when I went to bed, so we're talking about 7-8 hours ago, it was right in between the E and the R of Terra. And you can see it's gone up about 2/3 of that R in 8 hours. And there's a lot of mana being pumped through this. It's quite a bit of mana, but that's needing a lot. And as you can see, it just is sucking that right up. Let's go ahead and take a quick look. Yep, you can see it's just going down very fast. And occasionally as I come in here, I'll notice this pool is nice and full, and this one is always dry because the Terror Shatter is just pulling it down. And so I'll do some work, come back and say, oh, that one's full, and I'll just grab it real quick and then toss it over here, bloop, and then it'll just go ahead and suck that pool down. So it gets an entire mana pool worth of mana really fast. But, Grok, why are you making a Terror Shatterer? Don't you already have a really cool pick here in the Pickaxe of the Wyvern? Yes, it's a very cool pick. There's a reason for this. Here, let's zip back here to the chateau, and I'll show off a reason why I want this. Yeah, a little dimension lag. Okay, so why do I want this pickaxe? Well, for one reason, I can do this. That's kind of boring, isn't it? Can't I do that with my other pick? Well, yes, but what if I activate it? No, that's placing torches. Here, shift right click. Oh ho ho, activated. Here, give me back that torch. Now, here we go. Ho 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 ho. That is fun. Okay, you know, I don't think I even really need the resources right now, but a few seconds. Charge! That is why I'm getting this. Just for the sheer fun of just tearing the living daylights through anything. Yeah, do I want this? Sure. Boom. Gimme. And, you know, I need something in my inventory to suck those up. I turned off my magnet, but otherwise I can grab all this and shove it into my network, and away I go. So yeah, that's why I have this. And this is a 7x7 square, but when it upgrades to the double S rank, it'll do a 9x9. That's just obscene. And it chews up a little bit of mana, but not a huge amount. So, and you know, the part of the idea of all this is to have all the things. And why am I flying up when I can just go, boop, right back home? All right, so let's go ahead and toss it back over here. Oh, here, let me turn it off. And toss it back there. All right. Suck up more mana. Back to base. Okie dokie. Some things that have gone on. Whoop. Over here is some of the teleportation stuff from RF Tools. And I've not done hardly anything, I would say like 0 of RF Tools. Played with the Mistcraft stuff to teleport back and forth. But when Mechley joined the server, he started looking at these as a way of teleporting from his tower and around, and wanted to hook this up on mine, and said, sure, you know, come grab your stuff, anything you need from my ME system, I've got plenty. And so he went ahead and tossed these these blocks, and I put them up here because this is my teleportation room. And so now I can come here and say, I want to go to, you know, Mechley's tower. Well, here, click on mine and go to Mechley's tower, and I can set it to dial, and it stays, or dial once and then I go through and it's over. But I won't show it off because it's his base, and I won't show off people's bases until they say it's okay to show it off. That's been really cool. The one thing you have to be careful about if the here, let me actually turn this on. Dial it once. It's a nice green shaft here. It's looking pretty cool. And it's not an instant teleport. You come in and it's... it's not what I wanted. You did not see this. So, yes, you completely did not see that. I was going to say there's a little bit of a delay between going through and teleporting, but obviously not fast enough for me. In the other ones, I'd walked in, and about a second later, the teleportation was finished. But that one seemed to be way faster than before. Anyway, very fun, cool stuff. I'm very interested in some of the other things that the RF tools can do. Probably won't get into the dimlets and making dimensions because I've already got that here with the Mistcraft. But there are some other tools that are very cool that I may take a look at. Let's see, what are these guys? They're playing with the emeralds up to 41, which is pretty cool. Zoop, down. And let's drop off a few things. I don't need that, I don't need that, I don't need that, I don't need that, or that, or that, or that, or... Oh, nope, I'm going to keep that. You go there, you can go away, and you can go away. So, let's talk Thaumcraft. I've done a little bit of work in the few minutes I had. I moved everything down as far as the researching here just because I wanted a huge amount of crystals nearby. And I guess it doesn't have to be in line of sight. That could be underneath, and I could still have my table up here. But as you can see, these are bookshelves. Because I was reading on the wiki that if you surround your research table with these crystals, and I went with the mixed crystal clusters, and bookshelves, then you get the glowy bits on all of your aspects in here. And somebody, and I'm thinking maybe it was Slipgator, was saying that this would actually generate aspects at a slow rate. No, not according to the wiki and not according to what I've seen here. It's been like a week, and my Arum has not generated anything. So according to the wiki, what this is a ghost aspect. So if I'm doing some research here and I don't have any Arum but I want to use it, I can just click and drag it over and it'll place it in that mini game. But then if I wait a little bit more time, that will regenerate because of all these guys, and I can place it more. So that's what having this gives me. I don't have to have a huge stack of all these things. Speaking of research, I have been doing some. Let's take a little bit of a look at here at the Thaumonomicon. I don't think there's been... Yeah, I think I came in here, researched deconstruction table. I got some expertise. I grabbed these node preserver pieces so that when I'm zipping around the mining world, typically to grab stuff, and I'm trying to remember, did I show off my golded banded greatwood? Maybe not. The nice thing about this guy is it's double the Viz can hold as the original iron capped wood wand, which is kind of darky. So I can come up to an aura node and go and suck up the Viz from it, and it doesn't eat all of the Viz out of there. That's what these give me. Let's see, I also did a little research here. I can stabilize nodes. I still haven't been able to unlock these, and I don't know what I need to research to unlock them. If you have an idea, that would be fantastic, because I want to get better wands and better caps. I've got thaumium ingots that I can turn into these. I think that's what this one is thaumium. But I don't have that. Alchemistry. I've done a whole bunch of researching through here so I can start doing some distillation, and one of the things I wanted to do was this ethereal bloom so I can get rid of some of the taint near Nepokama's base. But I actually need to do more. I made this cauldron, but I haven't actually done anything with it. I spent a bunch of the time researching here because, again, no time. Let's see, anything else that I did in here? Yeah, I came into here and got the arcane crafting terminal because eventually I want to shove all my work into there. I want to be able to distill down my essentia and store it, but I need to research this one, and again, I need to figure out how to. So that's some of the stuff that I'm going to be doing here, and I have decided that I am going to go ahead and build my Thaumcraft setup. And if you don't mind a little bit of building, oh, there it is, building on camera, I'll give you an idea of what I'm going to do. One Thaum cube is what I'm deciding to call it. And I am going to do it here. I mentioned that I was thinking doing it right above this because that looks really cool. Plus, this is a magical forest. So that certainly makes sense to me. Let's grab the angel block and then teleport. Alright, so let's drop the angel block down. And I decided to go with the abyssal stone. I like it. It's a nice dark stone. I haven't built anything with that, so I'm going to go with that. And not too huge. If that's one, then you get to hear me count on camera. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Alright, so that direction 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Did I do that right? Because I kind of stuttered there a little bit. That's why I brought up my tape measure so I can come in and click, click. 11. Okay, yeah, that's exactly what I needed. Alright. I could also look at this and see 44. And when I go to 33, done. And I'm here at... Nope, 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 nope. That's too many. Because I only need to put 10 on. Let's check. See? One too many. So, let me... Is my magnet on? I better have my magnet on because otherwise it drops into the lava and it's gone. So, come back here, you. Alright, and then you... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, so there's our total. And if I do the tape measuring real quick to verify, it should be 21 across and 21 from you over to you. Yep. Alright, so now the other thing I want is I want to go ahead and I'm going to do the diagonal here because I think that looks really cool, but I don't want it to be this skinny. I'm going to make it 3 wide. So let's go doot doot doot. Yay, builder's wand. And boop. And one last one. Doot. Alright, so. Oh, no. Gotta do you too. Here you go. Alright, and that just leaves this little inner bit that just needs to be done. Oh, hey. Almost out of these. So, that gives me the central piece that I now need to connect. And I'm going to do doot, 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 doot. Did I get this right? Yep. Alright, so that's what I'm looking, and if I did my calculations, because I actually pulled out some paper and did that Pythagorean, this should be 10. 10! Alright, so yes, I reached back into my junior high algebra and figured out I wanted about a 10 or 11 distance, and from that to the middle of there is 11, but since I went over 1, it's 10. And that's about the size I want. It's about, if you look at it from here, that's almost a square of the 16 by 16. That's almost a chunk worth of base. So that was the idea, is I wanted about a chunk of size. So, and then I can go ahead and fill that in, but the idea I had was to go with the Botania Mana Glass. I thought that looked really cool, plus it gives light, which you can see right there is pretty cool, and I'm thinking 4 or 5 high. I'm still not sure exactly how many I will need on here, but I'm thinking at least 3 high sections with a floor, and then another floor on top of that, 3, maybe 4 blocks high. Oops, nope, don't need you. And just, why I built you off? No, you want to be on the edges. That's where I want you to be. So in any case, I need to go ahead and play with this. Yeah, you're done, right? You're the ones I derped up on. So I want to go ahead and play with this and do some design work and see how this actually looks when it, no, not you, when I have a bunch more of this in place. And I'm thinking this will work well, just kind of mentally looking at it. But yeah, I think that's going to work. A lot of off-screen sort of work because, boring, and you don't want to see that. No, I don't think you want to see it. But I'm going to go ahead and cut it here. I'm going to have a lot more time to be able to work here on the server and finish this base and get some crafting going on here with the Thaumcraft. I've done very little Thaumcraftic crafting, and it's time to do that. Anyway, this has been Grok the DuckFarmer here on the Feed the Beast Infinity server, dorking around a little bit with Botania and Thaumcraft, and glad to be back on a healthy server. Thanks for watching. Bye.